good morning to each and everyone here, and we are now in the fifth day of quarantine. Yes, it's fifth day. Yes. So it's fifth day of lockdown and fifth day of quarantine. No places open for worship or fellowship as well. So we come up with the, I would not say complete solution, but definitely to reach out you guys, to encourage you with the words and scriptures from the Holy Bible, and definitely praising our Lord Jesus Christ. And this time we will do some songs and definitely prayers and a message which will be given by me. Yes, it's not just my words, but I'll pray that whatever I speak, it reaches to your heart through the Spirit, and it's carried and led by the Spirit. So let's just praise Him with a very, very good song which is called Yeshu Tera Naam Sabse Ucha Hai. So welcome to Freedom Fellowship, and let's do it. above everything. Yes, His name is higher. His name is highest than everything. There is no comparison. There is no comparison between His name and any other thing. So we ought to just give praise and get to worship only and only in that name. So next song we have, when we know the name is above everything, so we should come to that name, come to His altar, come to in front of Him and submitting ourselves. And we're not currently doing that. We're not recently just doing it. In today's scenario in the world, we are not doing it actually. So why not we just, you all guys, join with us to come before Him, come before His presence, come before His altar. Let's do it.
Are you hurting and broken within? Over empire, rid of your sin. Jesus is calling. Have you come to the end of yourself? Do you thirst for a drink from the well? Jesus is calling. Oh, come to the altar. Oh, Father, arms are open wide. Forgiveness was born free. The precious blood of Jesus died. Leave behind your illegal mistakes. Come today, there's no reason to wait. Jesus is calling. Bring your sorrows and trade them for joy. From the ashes a new life is born. Jesus is calling. Oh, come to the altar. Oh, Father, arms are open wide. Forgiveness was born free. The precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, come to the altar. Father, arms are open wide. Forgiveness was born free. The precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, what a Savior! Isn't He wonderful? Sing hallelujah! Christ is risen. Bow down before Him, for He is Lord of all. Sing hallelujah!
সেফ আছি, আমরা এখনো পর্যন্ত সুস্থ আছি পিতা, তার জন্য ধন্যবাদ জানাই তোমাকে, অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ জানাই পিতা। যদিও আমরা সংখ্যা অনেক কম আছি, তাও তোমার বাক্য বলে যে যেখানে 2 আর 3 ব্যক্তি তোমার নামে উপস্থিত হয় সেখানে তুমি তোমার উপস্থিতি থাকে। হ্যাঁ পিতা, হ্যাঁ পিতা, তুমি আমি বিশ্বাস করি যে তোমার উপস্থিতি এখানে আছে পিতা। হ্যাঁ পিতা, তুমি আমাদের প্রার্থনা শুনছো, তুমি আমাদেরকে আশীর্বাদ করছো পিতা। হ্যাঁ পিতা, আর বিশেষ করে প্রার্থনা করি যারা অসুস্থ আছে তাদের জন্য পিতা। এই টাইমের মধ্যে তারা পিতা যে সমস্যার মধ্যে দিয়ে চলছে পিতা, তার যে অসুস্থতার মধ্যে দিয়ে চলছে, যা প্রবলেমের মধ্যে দিয়ে চলছে পিতা। হ্যাঁ পিতা, প্রার্থনা করি সেই সকল মানুষের জন্য পিতা, তারা যেন রিলিফ পায়, তারা যেন চিন্তা থেকে বাইরে বেরিয়ে আসতে পারে, তারা যেন সুস্থ থাকে তাদের বাড়ির ফ্যামিলিতে। হ্যাঁ পিতা, তারা অসুস্থ হলে পিতা তার বাড়ির ফ্যামিলিতেও পিতা, তার বড়রা পিতা তাদের চিন্তা করে পিতা। হ্যাঁ পিতা, তাদেরকে তুমি সুরক্ষিত রাখো পিতা, তাদেরকে তুমি ভালো রেখো, তাদের চিন্তা মুক্তি রাখতে দাও পিতা, তাদেরকে তুমি আশীর্বাদ দাও পিতা। হ্যাঁ পিতা, প্রার্থনা করি আমার সমস্ত রিলেটিভসদের জন্য পিতা, তারা কেউ তাদের মধ্যে অনেক অসুস্থ আছে, কেউ অনেক প্রবলেমে ফেস করছে পিতা, তাদের সবার জন্য। অ্যান্ড আমরা আরেকটিবার প্রার্থনা করবো, আরেকটিবার ধন্যবাদ জানাবো যে তুমি এত কিছুর মধ্যে দিয়ে আমাদেরকে ঠিক রেখেছো পিতা, তার জন্য তোমার নামে।
Yes, Lord, we bring all the offerings, all the worship, all the praises, all the blessings to you, Lord, because you are the only one who is worth it. You're the only one who we can come to. You're the light of the world, you're the life of the world. Yes, Lord. In Psalms, in scriptures, it says, Lord, that David is asking, crying in front of you and asking, Lord, please don't put your face, turn your face back to us. Lord, we are also crying and we are coming to you because we need you, Lord. We need you, we need you. We need you more and more and more. We need you, Lord. We need you to come out from darkness. We need your light to shine our life. We need your life, Lord, to become fruitful, Lord. We need your wisdom to take care of ourselves. We need your strength to fight against the evil. We need you, Lord. We need you. We need you. We all need you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. So guys, before talking about the message, let me just make myself a little bit ready with I don't know, it is. Come on, don't laugh. I know what you are thinking. Don't laugh, please. Come on. Don't laugh. I think if you're smiling inside or laughing out loud after watching me like this, after doing the songs and praises, please don't laugh. That's what I'm asking you to, requesting. Please don't laugh. Because if you are laughing, that means you have the conscience that something is going wrong here, right? If you are laughing that why I'm wearing a very good glass, a sunglass actually, this is a sunglass and no sun is here, no light, I have to go outside to have sun, and because of lockdown we're inside, so no sun. And this is a headphone, although it is not plugged in till now. I can plug in, but not listening anything, but also we are putting this. So if you're laughing, it's good that you understand that something is going wrong, going incorrect. So therefore I would like to take you to the journey of John, where we are doing the same. Let's read first. And with the sunglasses I can't read. No, I can't read with the sunglasses, so I'll put it down and definitely we'll read from John 1:4 to 14. We will continue till 14 and we will see why I was wearing a spec while I'm not outside, in the bright light, while I'm not in the sun, and while I'm not listening the music, but also I'm putting this very nice comfy earphones in my ears. On the top of my ears I'm putting this. So nowadays there are so many varieties, noise cancellation, HD, high definition sound, this and that, and so many varieties are there. you can look after, you can go and look after. Yeah. So, and definitely there are so many types of glasses as well. Let me keep it safe, otherwise it could get. So why I was wearing them, if you're laughing and smiling still, it's good. I want you guys to just laugh a little bit, because you guys probably inside for last 4-5 days, kind of like in a cage, like zoo animals. So we are also in home, and due to the lockdown we are also like kind of trapped in home, especially people like me, people like Subo, who have everyday life kind of for outgoing person, like having classes outside, or doing ministry, doing outreach outside, or meeting with people. It's really quite hard, but also, so please laugh, no problem. So let's read as we're talking about 4. Why not? So just here it is saying, life was in him, and that light was the light for all people. How you say all?
All.
All. So what is the meaning of all? All means Subho and Sagar, or Subho, Sagar and XYZ. No. All means everyone. All means all. Yeah, that's what I want you guys to understand. All means all. All means you, all means me, all means him, all means you, all means me, everyone, each and everyone. So here it says, life was in him, and that light was the light for all people. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it. A man came who was sent from God. His name was John. He came to give witness about that light. He gave witness so that all people could believe. John himself was not the light. He came only as a witness to the light. The true light that gives light to every man was coming into the world. So here it is again, it's saying, like, if I phrase it, the true light that gives light to all people coming into the world. So every man means, all means every person, everyone. So the word was in the world, that was made through him, but the world did not recognize him. Did not recognize him. So please, if you are using any physical book, like hard copy of Bible, please, if you have a pencil or a marker, or if you don't want to highlight your hard copy, then please write it down. Did not recognize. Did not recognize him. So the first word is in the darkness. In the verse 5, the light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it. So that part. But the darkness has not understood it. And the second one, which I was talking about, number 10, verse number 10, and the world did not recognize him. So he came to what was his own, but his own people did not accept him. So now again in 11, please come on with me. So he came to what was his own. Now this particular line, this particular sentence, his own people did not recognize him and did not accept him. So the first word, the world did not recognize him. So world means the creation that he made, the world. So if I phrase it again, so own people did not recognize him. Now the third one, write it down and mark it, that but his own people did not, again, did not, come on with me, did not accept him. So three things we are in. So verse number 5, the darkness has not understood it, did not understand, did not, till now, not understanding. So did not understand, did not recognize, did not accept him. So all things are common. So the light here, it's talking about Jesus, and the creation that he has done is the world, they're all people. And so all together, if we say did not recognize Jesus, did not recognize Jesus, did not accept Jesus, and did not understood, and even today we are not understanding. And now verse 12, some people did accept him, they believed in his name, he gave them the right to become children of God. To be a child of God has nothing to do with human parents. Children of God are not born because of human choice or because a husband wants them to be born. They are born because of what God does. And now the last verse of 14. The Word became a human being. He made his home with us. We have seen his glory. It is the glory of the one and only Son. Now you understand why I'm putting the earplugs, the earphones and the sunglasses. We did not recognize, we did not accept, still we are proclaiming ourselves the same way. We are putting a glass so that we don't want to recognize. We are putting earplugs in, earphones, so that we can't hear. We can't hear his words that he is saying, so that we don't have to recognize, we don't have to accept. If we don't hear, don't have to accept. If we don't hear something, how can we accept? So it's very simple. We are putting earphones, which is invisible, but we all are putting earphones and sunglasses when we are not outside, then also, and when we are inside, then also it is invisible. The glass is here, it is invisible. We have put on already. We have put on the earphones, we have put on the glasses, even earbuds sometime, so that we don't have to accept. We don't hear, we don't accept. We don't see, we don't recognize. We don't have to recognize. If we don't see anything, so why to recognize? We don't see, we don't recognize. Guys, come on. We have to be here in these scriptures, that see, this particular time, this particular situation that we are going through, the whole world going through, which is his creation. So someone asked me, okay, so if God has created everything, so that means God has created coronavirus as well. Is it? So day after tomorrow we will say, so this is the proportion of saying, means how we don't want to recognize him. So Day after tomorrow we will say God has created plastic as well. God had created all the bad stuff which we don't want, like plastic. So is it real that someone asked me, seriously, someone asked me, God has created everything. I was talking with that person and saying that God has created everything. He has all control over everything. So he laughed and said, so that God created coronavirus. I said, what to say in that particular situation? I was just thinking. So that means God created plastic as well, which is not good for us. Then also God created, come on, we don't want to recognize, we don't want to accept Him, we don't want the light, we want to be in the darkness. And that is the problem to this world. It's not about just me, it's not just about Subho, it's not just about you or your family, it's about everyone, that we have to accept Him, we have to recognize Him, we have to be willing to come out of the darkness. If the light is coming through a very small hole of your door, and you don't want it, so that you just shut your door in more precise way so that the light should not come in. And if really you want the light to come in, what do you have to do? We have to open. We have to open the door, not just shutting the door. We have to open the door. We have to open the gate. So we have to accept, we have to recognize, we have to be willing to come out of darkness. Because it says that the people that He created, the Word was in the world, that was made through Him, but the world did not recognize Him. He came to what was His own, but His own people did not accept Him. Come on, He is not talking about that only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Subho, Sagar, okay, these people are my people. He's not saying that. Just stop it. Just stop thinking that it's just like pickpocket things, one by one. This one. Not like that. He is talking about the whole world. He is the creator of whole world. He is saying here, the Word was in the world, that was made through Him. He is not talking about that, okay, India made by Him, or America made by Him, or Palestine made by Him, or Rome made by Him. He's not talking about that. He's talking about the Word was in the world, that was made through Him. So the Word, whole world made by Him and made through Him. But the world, now it's talking about the world. It is not talking about that India did not accept, or America did not accept, or Subho did not accept, or Sagar did not accept. He's talking about the world did not recognize Him. Own people, though in the world, we are here. Own people, we are all, you, me, Subho, you, everyone. We are all His people. And we are not accepting Him. How can we ask for more things if we are not accepting our Creator? If we are not accepting who have given every words to us, that how to behave, how to do, how to go, how to teach, how to eat, how to do things. If we are not accepting Him in a real meaning, then how can we expect to have the joy, the real joy? How can we expect to have the real enjoyment in Him? We're not really accepting Him and then expecting something greater in our life. How is it possible? How is it possible? I don't want to make it stretch more, but it's just a simple thing, guys, that we are His people. We are all His people. We are in the world that He has created. If we are not recognizing Him, if we are not accepting Him in a real meaning, then yes, then the consequences we have to bear. We have to bear consequences. We have to bear the deaths that is happening all over the nations. We have to bear the consequences that we don't have the capacity to save people, because we can't. We can't save people. Only He can. We have to accept. We have to bear the consequences. We have to bear the consequences to dig the graveyard more and more and put the bodies. And they are nowhere. We have to bear the consequences to not having the real-time Savior. We have to bear the consequences. And we all, everyone, please, so put down these three things that I was sharing, that darkness has not understood it, and the world did not recognize Him, and He came but did not accept. Own people did not accept Him. And then after, the verse 12, 13 is just giving the encouragement. Whoever believes, see, some people, some of us, I don't know about you, I don't know about Subo, you don't know about me. So if you are not accepting, or if you have accepted, please ask the question, is it a real meaningful acceptance? That's the question I'm asking to myself, that is it a real time, real meaningful acceptance? So some people did accept Him. They believed in His name. They believed. You have to believe in His name. And He gave them the right to become the children of God. What more you need when you have the right to become the children of God? All the wrongs, all the mistakes, all the incorrect, all the challenges, all the difficulties, all the problems that you are facing today, you'll have the power over it. Definitely, because you are getting the right to become the children of God. So guys, please, these three things, think about that: did not accept, did not recognize, and has not understood the darkness. So please, these three things, please make the question to yourself: is it a real-time acceptance that you have done or not yet? If the answer is coming not yet, you have to. Otherwise, you will not get the right to become His children. So we'll do the chorus once again. Sari Mahima. And thank you very much for tuning with us. I hope you have understood that why we need to accept Him. Why we need to accept Him. leave behind all your mistakes and regrets that you have. Come today. This is the moment. Come today. There is no there is no meaning. Yes, there is no reason, there is no meaning to wait. Acceptance, recognize. Accept him and recognize him. Let's do all together, huh?
Leave behind your regrets, mistakes. Come today, there's no reason to wait. Jesus is calling. Bring your sorrows and trade them for joy. From the ashes, a new life is born. Jesus is calling. Oh, come to the altar. Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, come to the altar. Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ.
Thank you very much and have a very pleasant day. Although people are scared and probably around you, around your society, people are panic, but also you have to think that if you accept and recognize him, you will be coming out of the darkness and you will get the right to become his children. So, are you ready? Man.